We don't have to pack a lot since it's a clothing-free place that we're going to. Look, there's the sign. We made it to Euronat. They have like 5 or 6 different neighborhoods. French water from a French grocery store in France.
Les croques soya à la provinciale.
We are heading to the beach this morning.
180 difference from the US place.
The freedom here, zero hang up. Nobody's wearing clothes. It's just part of being human.
In restaurants, it's acceptable to be clothed or not.
Everybody here is just equal. It's been the most refreshing, freeing thing. Largest naturist holiday destination. It just goes on and on and on. Today, we're heading to the coast. We're going to be visiting Euronat. We don't have to pack a lot for this trip, since it's a clothing-free place that we're going to. And we finally get to use our international driving permits because we're renting a car. We really wanted to go, so we just figured we'd rent a car, use our driving permits. And
our driving ability.
Yeah. Somehow we ended up with 2 suitcases to go to a naturist place. It's not clothes, it's mostly electronic stuff, camera stuff. Catching the tram to the airport where we pick up the rental car, then we're driving to the coast. So we just got off the tram we were on. It was the right letter, but apparently they use the same letters even though they go to different destinations. It took us mostly like halfway to the airport, but it doesn't go all the way to the airport, so we need to figure out what we need to do to get the rest of the way.
There's 2 trains.
With the same letter?
Trains, yeah.
2 A trains.
One goes to one destination, one goes to another, so we need to wait for the airport.
That's very confusing. Take note, if you're coming here and you are going to a place on a tram, it's not just the letter you have to pay attention to. You have to actually look at the destination. We don't have to pay again, do we?
No. It's all within 1 hour, so.
Oh, cool. So it's like a transfer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Airport, terminus.
Okay.
It's good for me. Yeah, have a nice day.
Okay, we finally got our rental car sorted out. I reserved a Peugeot. I wanted something French. They gave us a Volkswagen. It is a stick shift. See how long it takes me to get used to it. Apparently I've forgotten. Is it recording? Oh, do I have? My foot is on the brake. Why is that?
You have to push in the clutch as well.
Really? Oh, I gotta push in the clutch. It's in neutral. Okay. Volkswagen reverses.
Yeah.
Left. I remember that.
Holy cow, it's hot. It's the first time we've had air conditioning here in France. This should be exciting.
Yeah. I have to rent a car to get air conditioning. This is like, I don't know what any of the road signs mean. I think stop still means stop.
Yeah.
I think green means go in French. Red means stop.
Yeah. And yellow.
English, UK. We don't want a female voice. No offense to anyone else watching this.
The routes are being calculated.
I have not driven a car in over a month. Good thing we got full coverage insurance.
We're entering our first roundabout.
First European roundabout. Easy breezy. No problem.
Look at you drive.
It's almost like I know how to drive.
So we're noticing in France and a lot of Europe that there are white lines indicating the center line. In the United States, that would indicate what?
Like a traffic lane in your direction, like you're on a one-way road.
One-way road.
Or it's like a 2 lanes in that same direction.
Yeah.
You could easily assume you're on a one-way road here because of the white dashes in the middle. And now all of a sudden there's cars coming at you.
And now there's no lines.
Yeah. White dashes in the middle of the road does not mean that's another travel lane in your direction, like it does in the States.
Holy cow. Did you see almost near collision? More roundabouts.
400 meters, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Okay, we are finally arriving at Euronat. I only made 3 wrong turns, I think. 3 wrong roundabout exits. Look, there's the sign. Okay, we're official. We got our Euronat sticker for the car. We got brochures, all kinds of information. We got our IDs. I have mine too. Guys, we made it to Euronat, and we're inside of our Airbnb. Our host just left, and she showed us around, and she actually guided us here, which was great help because this place is huge. They have like 5 or 6 different neighborhoods, 5 separate neighborhoods, and then they have like a giant camping section, hundreds and hundreds of rental units, and I think some people live here full time too.
It's In excess of 340 hectares, which is massive.
How many acres is that?
A lot.
We're gonna run out to a grocery store. Supermarché. Carrefour Market is what this is called. We have filled up our entire shopping cart. We're only here for 3 days. We filled the entire cart. Somehow we spent 94 euro, I think, which is like just over $100 on groceries for 3 days. I don't know how we did that. Oh, and driving here, I only took one wrong turn. Look, you guys, we bought French water from a French grocery store in France. These were the only water jugs we could find in the entire grocery store. Apparently the French don't buy bottled water very much, at least in big jugs. This is all they have. Normally, like in the States, we wouldn't buy Evian because it's quite expensive, but not here. These are 6 liters, which is just over a gallon and a half, €2. So not bad at all. So we are back from the grocery store and we're in our Airbnb. Scott is making us lunch. I don't know what this is.
Les croques soya à la provinciale.
Our refrigerator is sort of stocked. And that should be good for 3 days.
It's really good with this mixed in.
Okay, it's way too hot in the sunroom, so we had to move it outdoors. We're venturing out for the first time from our Airbnb at Euronat. So it took us a good 10 to 15 minutes to get out of our neighborhood here at Euronat.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge. We found one of the main paths to the beach. We're gonna go check it out. It's gonna take us a while to get there though, that's for sure. So when we first walked out onto the beach, it was incredible. I've never seen so many free people in one place in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We've been to a lot of places and just the freedom here, it's just truly amazing.
It's just been like their first 5 hours here have been amazing.
Just a whole nother experience. So if you're in the US, even if you've been to naturist clubs and resorts, try to come to France.
It's worth the trip.
Truly amazing. Zero hang up. It's just part of being human.
There's a lot of respect for the human body, being human. It's wonderful. Single men,
No questions
male
asked.
couples like us
Yeah.
being entered.
Often in America, single man walking into a naturist club or even a gay couple like ourselves, we're looked at suspect.
These are ideals that AA&R still perpetuate.
We weren't questioned why we were here, what our relationship is. We've been asked that numerous times in the US, while our straight counterparts are not really asked that, unless it's a solo guy trying to enter. And that's not right either. People are presumed innocent here until you do something wrong. It's kind of the opposite in some of the places in America.
Just innocent. They don't assume that you're going to do anything wrong.
We think we're near the end of the South Beach. They have 3 beaches here. They're all connected. South Beach, I guess Central Beach, North Beach, which you can take your dogs to. We've been walking for at least a half an hour. We just now reached what we think is the south end, although there's no clear line. People just don't care. It's kind of tough to film here on the beach because there's so many people. And I know it doesn't look like it because we're only filming when we're like in between big groups of people. We're coming up on like a really, really congested area. And there's no way we can film there because there's just no way not to capture people.
Yeah.
We are walking back from the beach.
Had a great time.
That was a great time. We're going to be back in the morning, I think. Probably fewer people. We'll get our other camera out, our 360 cam. Be able to share a lot more. We're going to walk through the village, I think now, where the shops and restaurants are. Okay, we made it back to our Airbnb. This is what it looks like on the outside. There's our rental car. That was a great first day. It's not even over yet. Great first few hours, I guess I should say.
So today we want to talk about a couple of things. We want to address how we got in here and the process.
Arriving to Euronat.
Euronat.
The whole process of checking in and all that.
Yeah. We initially made our reservations through Airbnb.
And that is because this is the height of the season. High season is July and August mainly, and it's very, very difficult to rent us a place here. And even if you do find one open, they require a full 7-day reservation. We actually are renting a place in Bordeaux, and so this is kind of double rent for us.
So we were greeted by our Airbnb host. She is absolutely lovely. We went up to the counter. It was a very seamless process. Most of the people who are checking you in speak multiple languages. They are incredibly friendly.
They were wearing uniforms, which I thought was kind of funny. There must have been 6 to 8 people there just checking people in. 'Cause it's so busy here. When you arrive here, you walk in, it's just like a regular business office. You're just coming in literally off the public street.
And this is a clothing optional facility, so there's people in and out of clothes. In restaurants, it's acceptable to be clothed or not.
Yeah.
And of course, the beach, pretty much everybody that we saw on the beach was about 98%.
Yeah, it was vast, but by far the majority, and like almost 100%. We are heading to the beach this morning. It's kind of early. We're going to try to beat the crowds so that we can film a little bit more. I'm lost.
No, keep going forward.
I said go that way. I think we're driving around in circles in our little neighborhood because we don't know how to get out.
Even in here, there's roundabouts.
Yeah. And AC on bare skin is kind of cold.
Yeah. That way. To the beach.
Arrived at the beach. Yesterday, this whole area was completely full of cars. Super short walk this way. So yesterday we also explored the little village. It's actually not so little. It's the largest one I've ever seen in a place like this. They have markets selling everything from groceries to household goods to all different types of clothing, you know, not just beachy stuff either, just regular clothes. And the grocery store is interesting. It's actually run by a real grocery chain. It's called Casino. They're all over the place here in France.
There's 2 bakeries.
Mm-hmm.
There's 7 or 8 restaurants.
Yeah.
But all of them have patios set up so that you can sit out. One has live music, bike rental, there's surf rental. There's also a horse riding facility here.
So yesterday we did go to one of these cafes where they had some food, although I didn't see a lot of people eating food. Everybody here is just equal and nobody's judging. And it's been the most refreshing and just freeing thing that I've ever experienced, honestly.
And another thing that is very strange, we mentioned that people go out and they drink. It's not like in the United States.
They don't whoop it up here. I'm sure some people do, you know, here and there, but
yeah,
as a whole, it's not a party atmosphere. People are having fun and laughing and having some drinks,
but being drunk is definitely not a thing.
It's not a thing
at all.
It's not. It's really looked down upon. People don't wait for the weekend and get plastered like back home.
Yeah.
You see a lot.
And nothing centers around the drinking.
Yeah.
It's not all drink centered, so it's not just constant booze fest
Right.
like we've seen at some places.
It's been just an absolutely terrific experience.
Yeah.
And I have to reiterate, I know I've said this before, if you have the chance to come here to Euronat, please do. It's just been a great experience. And
It's completely different than anything we've experienced, and it has been a pure 100% joy.
Naked Chef Scott is at it again. Making us something delicious for lunch this time.
Delicious sandwich for Birdie. I'm gonna have a salad.
Looks delicious. Thanks, babe. Birdie. Now we're walking through the camping area, trying to be a little discreet because there's a lot of people around. Don't want to have them think we're filming them or anything.
That's right.
Yeah, this place is just massive. It's just everywhere we turn, there's just more and more campsites, more and more rental units. Never been to a place this large. That's Naturist, that's for sure. Okay, so we walked through the entire campground. I wanted to show more, but we just really couldn't. There were so many people milling about. So we're back on the walking path that we were on yesterday. It goes to and from the beach, the main part of the beach. So just to put it into perspective, any RVers out there, think of the largest campground or RV park you've ever seen, you've ever been to in your life, like a giant KOA somewhere. It's like that, but 5 times bigger than that, probably. Yeah?
It's
It seems like it just goes on and on and on.
And we've been RVing for 5 years.
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of
campgrounds.
places.
This is the
Been to-
biggest we've ever seen.
Been to almost every state in the US, all over. And this is by far just the largest place like this, anywhere remotely like this that we've ever come across. And I do believe it's considered the largest in Europe. Largest naturist holiday destination, I think they call it. You're not going to find it bigger than this, I guess. There are some other large ones called La Jenny. There's one right next door, CH in Monta. It's quite the experience.
Yeah.
So our last full day here at Euronat, we enjoyed their pool, which was really delightful.
Actually got in the pool this time.
Yeah.
We didn't the first time we went. We just kind of checked it out.
Yeah,
Just laid in the sun a little bit and then left. But today, yeah, we actually got in the water.
yeah.
Laid out in the sun there on the sun deck.
We also went to the grocery store and bought some stuff. Went to the boulangerie, to
Yeah.
the bakery.
And the grocery store, we actually filmed a little bit there.
Yeah. It's been extremely eye-opening, wonderful. Cannot express how impactful this has been for us.
Definitely. We will for sure be back here. Don't know when because we're going to be traveling all over.
Yeah, we have more places to see. We'll see and you'll see.
That's right. So come along with us. It's going to be a great time.
Yep.
Thought we would record our petrol station experience. This is the very first time we're buying gas in a foreign country. I don't know how to open this door. Look at all these options. What do we do? I know we do diesel.
Please remove your smart card before refueling your vehicle.
I would do this, I think. I don't know.
B7.
Why?
It has to be one of these two.
Why?
Because it says right here, diesel B7.
Oh, okay. Diesel B7. Wait, are you sure that's not gasoline?
Sorry.
Oh,
Just go with B7.
why does it say gasoil? I don't want to put the wrong kind in. It says gasoil right there. I'm being stupid. Oh, it just canceled on us.
Please take your receipt.
It timed out and canceled. Okay, let me get back in. Let me see. Where did it used to be in the Gulf we used to have? Oh. How did you open it?
Just push.
Oh. Okay. B7. Orange. It's a little different. We both had to pee really, really bad. There's nowhere to stop, so we just stopped on the side of the highway, on a busy highway. But we saw lots of other people doing the same thing. Apparently it's like, lots. You can do that here, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So, all is good for me. If you want, you can stay here. Just I go in the agency for close the contract and unlock your deposit.
Made it. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. What is it?